Hello, and welcome to another Love Out Loud from First Baptist Church in Jacksonville. My name is Caleb, and today I would like to share some thoughts about being adrift. Have you ever been unsure what to do, where to go, what to say? Maybe you feel stuck in some area of your life, whether it be work, home, with friends, or at church. If we're honest with ourselves, I think we've all felt this way at least once in our lives. I think this is what was going on with Peter and some of the other disciples at the end of the book of John, chapter 21. This is right after Jesus had revealed himself as resurrected, talked about faith, seeing and not seeing with Thomas, and, as it says at the end of verse 20, did many other things in the presence of the disciples. This is the fun part of where all the Gospels get a little enigmatic in the last chapter or two. All of them have what sounds like one last lesson or blessing, and then three of them say that Jesus then ascended into heaven. John, as usual, does things a little bit differently. His writing hints more than the others that Jesus hung around for more than a day, saying twice in 2 chapters that there were many other signs and things done by Jesus with the disciples. It's one of these encounters that I want to take a closer look at. It's also, to me, among the most interesting and puzzling events with Jesus and the disciples. At the beginning of John 21, it's after Jesus revealed himself to the disciples and other followers while they were in hiding after the crucifixion. So he's been resurrected for an undetermined amount of time. And as the previous chapter said, Jesus has done works that they have witnessed. However, it appears as though he's not with them every day. This may be a good part of the reason why the other Gospels seem to be fuzzy about how much time had passed here. The disciples, or some of them anyway, without their leader and teacher, appear just sort of listless. In this chapter, Simon Peter, Thomas, Nathaniel, James, and John who wrote this, and two others who aren't named are together. We don't know where they are, what they're doing, when Peter says what I've always found to be one of the more puzzling and interesting quotes in the Bible: I go a fishing. It may just be a little bit my personal projection or interpretation, but this quote has always struck me as Peter is a little tired and fed up. It has the feeling or vibe of someone who's sitting and stewing about something at home and doesn't want to talk about it and just gets up and says, I'm taking a walk. It sounds like he doesn't know what to do with himself when Jesus isn't around. So he goes back to what he knows. He goes back to his job as a fisherman, either as going back to making money or to clear his head by doing something he knows. Seemingly of a similar mind, or at least for something to do, the other followers in this chapter do the same. Eventually, we get to the more well-known and looked at part of the chapter. Jesus shows up, encourages them, and reveals himself, and has a meal and a talk and a walk with them to close out the book. So, what can we take from this today? To me, it's normal to feel a little listless sometimes. We're not perfect, and this is one of several times the Bible shows us that the disciples weren't either. Sometimes it may take a while for us to find or see the path or will God has for us. We don't know what time of day it was that the disciples got on the boat, but verse 3 says, that night they caught nothing. So it may have been an hour or so, but something about it reads to me like they were in the boat all day with no catches. I don't know about you, but when I'm stuck like they were at the beginning of this chapter, only one day sounds like a blessing. But Jesus still showed up. He spoke to them and gave them the guidance they needed, not just about catching fish. That was just to get their attention, obviously, but the whole conversation over the meal and the walk. We don't know everything that was said, but the whole conversation, we don't know everything that was said, but it was what they needed to hear to continue on and to do the work God wanted them to do. So if you're in a season of doubt, listless, or waiting now, I hope and pray that God grants you the patience and peace in the meantime. Even when it's hard, keep your heart and mind open for when God does move you and is there to show you what is next for you. Big or small, he has something for you. If you're in a time of waiting, find something to center and calm your mind while you pray about it. Find time with friends, family, church family. Take a walk. go fishing. It may take a day, like it did the disciples. It may take longer. It may take less. But if you're looking and expecting him, Jesus will find you. Thank you again for listening today. I hope this time looking at God's word has been a blessing to you. If you'd like to hear more messages like this, you can visit us at First Baptist Church on Mound in Jacksonville, or you can visit our Facebook page where we share these devotions along with our regular Sunday services every week. In the meantime, have peace, love on, maybe take a walk, and God bless.